Hi everybody, I'm Andy from Rotterdam. Welcome back. Today I want to talk about, well, what we call in Holland scrotum spoons. If you want to treat someone, a patient, on the upper leg, very up high, in the groin, then you know the beams come very close to the scrotum and the penis, and you need something to pull it away. We always used tape to stick it to the side, but then one colleague who worked in another hospital showed me, and I've seen them before, so it was nothing new, but he showed me this. And he said, can you make such a spoon? Well, I said, well, I'm going to try. So I made this thing. This was the first prototype, you know, just to see how it worked. Because I was never a fan of these things, but I never knew why. You know, I had no solid reasons why I didn't like it. So I'll show you how it works. Yep, here we are again. So, as you can see, you just need to pull this. And what I noticed is that it's not only pulling, but it's also pushing, because if you only pull, you feel like this will slide. And you know, I felt some, you feel some strain in your arm, you know, your arm gets tired by doing this. So I thought, well, let's try something else. So, you know, of course I made some drawings, and then I thought, this drawing was the first idea. I decided I wanted to make it disposable. I wanted it easy to make, and I thought, why not make it from thermoplast? Yeah, so everybody can make it. Not only people who have an engineering department, but everybody. If you have a thermoplast and you have a hot air gun and a scissor, you can make it. So, you know, I started trying some things. First came up with this. So, you know, you just pull the scrotum and the penis through the hole, and you just pull. I made about 6 prototypes. And I've tested every one of them. So I made something, went to the loo, put my pants down, put everything through the hole, started pulling, and said, well, it's okay. So then I made something like this, and this worked okay, but I wanted it easier, and then after a while I came up with this, and this worked okay. So I made about 8 of these, gave them to some male colleagues in the department, and said, well, go to the loo, try it, and let me know if it works. So there were Dutch guys, there were a guy from Morocco, Suriname, Indonesia. So, you know, all sizes were included, and they all said, well, it fits. Yeah? So this is the final result. I will show you how I make it in, I will show you that in another video. Yeah, so you can find the link to that video in the description below this video. And well, of course, you want to see how this works, so we need a victim. don't we? And look who's there, it's Wendy! Hello dear Wendy!
Hello dear Andy!
Oh! So, Wendy has a penis, here it is!
Surprise!
And we're going to demonstrate the spoon, the penis scrotum spoon. And I suggest that you let the patient help himself, because, well, as a man you know how it is. So there you go, Wendy. Of course, this is silicone, it's a little bit more difficult than the normal, the real thing. But there it goes. So, now it's in. And then, of course, if we want to treat her right leg, then we would ask the patient to give it a pull. And as you can see, and normally we will do something like this, sorry. And, well, this is basically what it will look like. So now we can treat her groin, and, well, everything is covered in here. See? So, how does that feel?
It feels fabulous.
Fabulous!
Yeah,
well! So that's it for this very short demonstration. Thank you, Wendy.
Thank you, Andy.
Okay, bye-bye!